What's up, everybody? Welcome back today, and guys, welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey guys, real quick, if you know somebody whose career or life would be bettered by listening to the show, would you partner with me in changing lives and share it with them? I appreciate it. Well, I actually wanted to talk about management versus leadership. And this was really important to me in business, and it has still continued to be very important to me because they are actually two highly different skill sets. And if you're like me, early on in business, you might muddle the two because you might think being a manager or being in a position to manage people is leadership and vice versa. And they're really not. They're radically two different pieces of the organization. They're two different skill sets. They're two different pieces in life, two different building blocks. And it's really important to understand the differences between the two. This has actually helped Andrew and I in a phenomenal way. In our partnership, Andrew has a lot more, I guess you could say, a lot more in-depth skill on the management side than I do. And I lean more towards a leadership side than he does. And we really complement each other well. And if you're in partnership with somebody, you got to know who you are, and you got to know who your people are and your partner is. And if you're leading a team, you've got to know who you are, and you got to know who your team members are to actually be effective in leadership and be effective in management. So let me go through and define both of them. So both of these skill sets are a mixture of hard skills and soft skills. One has more mix of hard in it, and one has more mix of soft in it than the other. All right. And leadership has the more mix of soft skills in it, right? And leadership in the role of leadership, the main ability and the main focus behind leadership is to inspire and influence people or others and create buy-in with them, right? And so you could be somebody who is just a janitor mopping a floor in a school, and you have a high gifting of leadership to help inspire, motivate, and lead others to have buy-in into a certain situation or given situation, right? Management has more of a mix of hard skills in it than the leadership side. Management is really primarily focused on producing results with a team. And it's so important, the team aspect in management, right? Because you can have leadership skills and not have a team at all. It's just a skill set that exists outside of a team, but a management skill set is not going to exist outside of a team. Like, you can have this skill, but it's not going to be useful or operational for you outside of a team. And it's important to see it that way. And it's really important to see that the focus is really on producing results with a team. And that's management, that skill, that's the main focus of that skill, is to produce results with a team. Both management and leadership normally have a combination or a mixture of each other within them. So if you have a skill set of leadership, you've probably got aspects of management and what management means mixed in, and vice versa. If you are good with management, you most likely have some form or some level of leadership skills based in them. And now here's one of the most important parts. You need both of these to run a successful team or endeavor. So if you're starting a company and if you're starting a business and you don't know anything about leadership and you don't know anything about management, I would encourage you to begin learning much more quickly up front than later. Don't wait till you have people, because here's the thing. If you don't begin acting like who you're going to be when you start a company, you're not going to go anywhere. You've got to know who you want to be and where you're going to go, and you must begin acting like it early on in order to actually succeed and move forward. And here's the other thing. Most people in life are not always going to look like others. So your style of management, if you begin building that skill, or your style of leadership, if you begin building that skill, if you have it, you're honing it. If you don't, you're acquiring it. You're not going to look like other leaders. Like, my style of leadership is different, and I am not the model leader because everybody's different. And these are definite skill sets that you can acquire and hone. And that's why you have multiple different personalities, multiple different types and styles of people building, leading companies and managing companies, because you can manage a company, and that's different than leading a company. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. And I hope it helps, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.